Hey everybody. Oh, that's interesting. You can see my ring light reflection in my glasses. So this real estate market, buyers are frustrated. It's going to drive me nuts. Real estate agents are frustrated. I don't think home sellers are frustrated, but I've got some tips if you are a buyer or if you are a home seller to make your experience a little more palatable in this market environment. So number one, if you're a buyer in today's real estate market and you're pre-approved for $400,000 and that's how much money you actually want to spend on your purchase, you need to be looking in the $350,000 to $375,000 range. That's just the reality of the market that we're in. You need to be looking a little bit below what you're actually wanting to spend, because buyers right now that are, if you're pre-approved for 400 and you're looking at $400,000 houses, you're going to be consistently outbid on houses, and it's time to be very realistic about what you're looking for. Second, do a drive-by if it's possible. As soon as that listing comes on the market, you should get a notification. As soon as you get a notification, do a drive-by if at all humanly possible. This is going to save a lot of heartache and a lot of driving around and scheduling mishaps, because a lot of times the road won't work for you, the neighborhood won't work for you. It's a little bit beyond how far you want it to drive. Another thing is make sure that your real estate agent is very responsive. If you message your agent, hey, this just came on the market, I want to see it today, I want to see it tomorrow, make sure that your real estate agent is able to accommodate that. Granted, agents are very busy. I know I'm working with 10 sets of buyers myself. I have not once said to my clients, I cannot show you this property. I'm too busy. I will make myself not busy. I'll make time for it. And every real estate agent who's working with buyers right now should be doing that. So make sure you have a responsive agent. Really important. If you are a seller in this market, first and foremost, make sure that if you are getting ready to sell your house, that when that house goes active, you can immediately begin showings. Do not allow your house to be active if you cannot accommodate showings. We are inundated with requests right now. I've been trying to show property, and I go in an hour after the property is listed and there's 2 full days of showings already blocked up. So be prepared. If you have to leave, if you have to go to camp for a couple of days, if you've got to go on a little weekend getaway, do so to allow your agent to show it to as many people as humanly possible. So that's really important. The other thing is to make sure that you're realistic about what this property may appraise for. So you may list your home for $400,000. It might get bid up to $475,000. Unless you have a cash offer with no appraisal contingency, your property probably isn't going to sell for $475,000. Another option is, unless you have an offer with a specific type of financing and the buyer is willing to and able to come in and bridge the gap, that is the only way that you're going to sell that house for $475,000. So if your house is worth $475,000, then it'll appraise and you have no worries. Hi, Jason. Thank you for asking all of these questions. So a contingency in the contract where the buyer is willing to make up the gap is basically a part of the contract that the buyer is willing to come. And a contingency is something that, you're really trying to screw me up, aren't you, Jason? A contingency is something that's in the contract that needs to be met. So a home inspection is a contingency. You go through the contract, the contingency is met, we have the home inspection, it's negotiated, and it's gone. So those are the things. I really do think it's important that agents are very responsive right now, that buyers are very reasonable right now and realistic about what price bracket they're looking in, and that sellers are very easy to work with as far as getting people into their houses, and then also about what the house is actually going to appraise for. Like I said, you can have, if your agent says, I think your house is going to appraise for $400,000. A buyer will bid it all the way up to $500,000 in this market. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it's going to sell for. If you have questions, shoot me a text message. I am the most responsive real estate agent you will meet. I promise you that. 207-251-9535. Try me out right now. I will respond. You guys have a great day. Happy Monday. Stay warm.